So hello and welcome guys. This is the 7th video in the course of web application pen testing using Burp Suite. So actually in the last video we already saw what Burp Intruder is, and that was a really long video. I know it was almost 17 minutes long, but we talked about a lot of things, right? We also saw the demonstrations of IDOR and the brute force attacks in Intruder. This is actually a very short video. This will, don't worry, okay. I have told most of the things, but I wanted to do one small demo, and I wanted to give some final advice while using Intruder for the sake of this course and the sake of this video, so that it would be complete, because Intruder is such an important tool in Burp Suite that I thought that there should be a part 2. Okay, so let's go through it. So for that, start Burp Suite and WebGoat. I think I have already told you how to do it. Okay, so this is my WebGoat. In this video, I am actually using WebGoat 7.0. okay, it's just for demo purposes. It's not necessary, you can just watch and learn. Okay, I will just tell you for the general testing purposes. Okay, and I have already started my Burp Suite. So let me first set the scope. Okay, I will add it to scope actually, and then I will filter out so that I only see the WebGoat requests and responses. Okay, these are all, and I will just, in the previous WebGoat you don't have to make your own account or something. They will give you by default any user account. Okay, so just sign in and wait for a second. Actually in the last video we saw about the access control. Right now I just wanted to show you some simple thing that's not very hi-fi. Just see that it's a reflected XSS attack. Okay, this question. Now there are so many input fields, for XSS attacks the payload must be reflected in the response also. Okay, if you have gone through the XSS, so there are so many input fields we can apply giving payloads in any of them, but I won't apply payloads. I will just type any random values for now. The payload thing I will do in the next. Okay, and I will just type the purchase. Okay, now I know that this request has been captured by Burp, so let me go out there. Okay, let me sort it out first. Okay, so this is actually the request. It is here. Let me first sort it. Okay, this is the request actually. So now you can just send it to Intruder. Okay, and as we have already seen in the last video, there are four fields in Intruder. The target, and it has been already set up for the host and port. The positions, these are the position marked like this with this sign are actually the position on which the Intruder will apply these payloads, which we are going to give in the next tab. And these are the attack types, different attack types. Okay, right now I will be just talking about sniper. There are more of them. I have already given you the resource. I will share with you in this video also, but I will be going through sniper. And here we don't need these fields. Okay, these fields are not getting reflected or something like that, so I will just clear all of them, and I will just apply this sign on the one on which I need to check. Okay, I'm just showing you the process. Okay, if you are getting a request and you want to check for XSS, then how you should do it in Intruder. I know that repeater will also be helpful, but just think of one specific instance when there is a request and there are you have tried to upload different kind of payload and it's not working, but you know for sure that there should be an XSS right there. So you have actually made in the payload section, you have already actually made a simple list. Okay, or you can also make a text file which you can upload here, right? Load it from here. Also you can write your different payloads here, right? So you can do different kinds of things. And in the internet you will find different people have given different kinds of payloads. Even if you go right for XSS payloads, then I think you will get a lot of this. Not this. If you go to GitHub, then just bear with me for a second. So as you can see, what you can do from here is you can also copy paste this whole payloads actually, okay, if you want to, and you can just paste it here, right? See, so this has become your own list. Now just think for a second, if you are thinking that this field or like this field is vulnerable, then you are adding this sign so that the intruder will substitute the payload here and check for it. And just think for a second, these all payloads are now in the list, so it will be substituting one by one. Most of the times simple payloads like this script alert 1 doesn't work, so there are several variations in it present. But in this case, webhook, even the simple payload will work. But in most of the cases, when you are working with a corporate client or something like that, these kind of payloads won't work, right? These easy payloads. So you have to try with different variation, and you can just type these payloads here. That's what I wanted to tell you here. Also, here is the payload encoding option. I think you need to deselect it for now. It depends on the what you get in the response later on, okay? And in the options, I have already talked in the last video what they are, okay? It's not important in this video, so I will just leave it here. Just suppose that I choose this and this field, okay, and add this sign. Now I'm starting the attack, okay? So we know that this kind of this will come actually, and for this case actually, you are not noticing any much difference in length, okay? It is 2434 2446, so it's a little bit harder to understand that which is the perfect payload. But in the last video you saw that length does matter, but it's not happening in this because I was just wanted to show you that how it can be helpful for finding XSS, because you can see set up different payloads right in the payload options, okay? So this was just it for this video. I didn't want to show you even simple. If you just want to see it, then you can just also you can also wait a sec, where is that? Let me start the attack again, and if you just open a simple script like this, like show response in browser, you just copy it and just paste it here. So let me add it some more. Let's say that I am checking for this, okay? Right now, send show response in browser. I just copy it, I just paste it here, okay? You're watching that you're not getting the pop-up, right? You're not getting it. So what you can do is you can also add your own payload, right? So what I will do here, since I have already tested it, I will say, for example, I give the payload not this, like this, image source equals to x on error equals to alert 1, okay? And I just added it to the list. You just saw that I from these payloads I didn't get any pop-up, so I couldn't find if there is XSS or not. Now if I again start the attack, okay, and if I just go to this request where then, and if I just show the response in browser, let me copy it, let me paste it here. So you got the pop-up, right? So what is happening is here you can't see any differences, because most of the payload will be valid in this case, because it's just a vulnerable application. But in real applications this length will matter, because all the ones with false positive will have different length, and something that can be provide you a good result will have a different length, okay, greater than that or something like that. Okay, in this case I knew the payload which will work, that's why I did it like it. And then you can just see the response in browser for you to get confirmed on it. Now right now you just saw that yes, there is an XSS present on this page. Okay, so this was it that I wanted to talk about intruder. There was nothing fancy here, but one more thing, the must read resources. I have already supplied you that in the last video, but actually I just wanted to go it once again, because intruder is such an important tool after repeater. Okay, in this whole area of sections, the most important things are repeater and intruder, which you will be dealing with in most of the pen tests. Okay, so that's why I wanted to go it through once again, and that's why the videos were so long. I have to make 2 videos, so go through it again. I have given you this link, and go through all of these links, because intruder will play an important part in the pen testing process. Okay, so this was all for this video, and in the next video I think we'll be learning some more things like repeater and decoder and everything. So until then, keep hacking, and I wish you are liking this course and learning pretty well in the security field. So keep hacking and keep breaking applications. Bye bye for now.